Ah, the pick-me. She is as linked to Black culture as is sweet potato pie and collard greens. This kind of woman will always be a part of the culture, so we may as well get used to her. No amount of shaming will change her. Which is perfectly fine, because that's not what we're here to do today. We're gathered here to examine what creates a pick-me. And to be fair, there are different types of pick-me's. While Fantasia is considered to be a huge pick-me, she has more of a pick-me fairy tale kind of story. And that's something that we'll get into another time, but hers actually worked out for her as far as what we know in the public. I would peg someone like Cardi B and Krishan Rock to be the ratchet style of pick-me. However, on the other hand, Cardi B also has a similar situation as Rashida, where they are dealing with constant public humiliation and infidelity. So they have some similarities as well. You also got your milder forms of pick-meism, which I would say, as far as what we know in the public, what you've seen from Simone Biles, Hailey Bailey, as well as Watch Jazzy and her man Cam Newton. And then you have your situations like Keke Palmer's. The impact of being a pick-me could very well be a life or death situation. Hey y'all, hey. First and foremost, I want to let it be known that a pick-me chick is not just a woman who desires a man. Actually, what a pick-me chick is a woman who basically makes her entire identity about whether or not she can get, keep, and procure a man. On a Reddit post, a user asked, something that I've noticed with successful Black women in particular is that they tend to date down. And I really don't understand it. Like, these women will have everything going for themselves, looks, career, money, and will choose a literal bum as their partner or child's father. I've even seen successful Black women in my family take care of bum BMs who just leech off of them, and it's really sad. Why are our standards so low? This is especially the case for celebrities. Shake my head. Pick-me chicks are like, humiliate me? No problem. Compromise my dignity? No problem. Absolutely, unequivocally don't like me and show signs that you despise me? No problem. On that same Reddit post, a user replies, because we are groomed to be caretakers, mules, and punching bags. That's why little girls are called fast, quote unquote. That's why I'm sure every woman in this group has heard, oh, you think you cute. It's why the go-to punchline about Black women is for a male comedian to pretend to be a Black woman. And Black women either dedicate themselves to taking whatever comes their way or waiting on a king that usually has no kingdom. Oof, she ate down. And these are things that I've talked about on my channel and my personal social media quite a bit.
If y'all are new, it's a woman that will do anything for a man to pick her and choose her, even if he's dusty and broke, or just to have a man.
So, quiet as kept, being a pick-me is one of the tropes in the Black community, and it is not about loving a man. It is more so about betraying yourself. It was even mentioned in the popular TV sitcom The Game, where Tasha Mack had a sit down with Jason Pitts, played by Kobe Bell, and she told him in the scene, whenever a black woman feels like she gets a good black man, she's willing to allow him to pretty much get away with anything, treat her any kind of way, disrespect her, just to keep him because of that level of desperation. So already you guys can kind of see where I'm going with this, but you're probably like, hey, if they like it, I love it. And I literally feel the same exact way, okay? Sis, you are not alone in that. However, what I have found here is that pick-me behavior is inextricably linked to permanent self-destruction, trauma, and damage. And for those reasons, this is why we are discussing this behavior on today. If it was just isolated to these people and their personal relationships, I personally would not give a damn, okay? And plus, I've had my stint as a pick-me, and when you wake up for good, honey. But the trauma is so damning that some women never make it out. In addition to that, it is also, I believe, to be a generational curse.
Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside me, 'cause I want you and I need you.
How the hell do I need to declare to you who's laying in my bed? Doesn't that sound crazy? So, who you sleeping with? Unless you feel like doing it in a very bomb video. That video ate down, still to this day. After this video, people kept saying, so, are you coming out? Are you saying this? I'm like, you motherfuckers still didn't get it. I'm just doing me. I'm doing me. And I think that, hopefully I think that people are coming around to that reality when it comes to the queer community. I'm not that person that's like, this is the statement and blah, 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 blah. It's more so like, yeah, get into it.
Lauren Kiana Palmer. Stage name, Kiki Palmer. Kiki was born August 26, 1993 in Harvey, Illinois. She's a multifaceted actress, singer, and television personality. Literally, she needs no introduction. The millennial diva. Darling. Sparkling personality and talent to boot. She first gained recognition in her breakout role in 2006 in Akeelah and the Bee. We remember her from Barbershop 2, Back to Business. Palmer's early success led to a prolific career in both film and television, including notable roles in Jump In 2007, Long Shots in 2008, and Shrink in 2009. In addition to her acting and her music career, Palmer has made significant strides as a television personality. She's becoming the youngest talk show host with a television history with Just Kiki in 2014. She also appeared in popular TV series True Jackson 2008 to 2011, Scream Queens 2015 to 2016. So basically, we know Kiki. We know her. She's beloved. She is absolutely beloved. She's always been private. She's never been one to make her business known to the media. And, she even attributes that to being like a Virgo, like Beyonce, keeping it on the hush hush, So her versatility and her charisma pretty much has placed her in various entertainment sectors. She got it all. And we admire that about Kiki. So how does this millennial diva go from this?
It's more so like, yeah, get into it.
To this. Well, let me explain.
I have a little song from That's My Little Guy. That's my little guy. The sweetest little angel I ever did see. I kind of do a little old doo-wop vibe. Wait, he loves it.
I initially entitled this Real Love Pick Me because from my perspective, it could be one of the most dangerous types of PickMeesha behavior. It is obvious when you look at Kiki Palmer, she is a homegirl. She's a real one, right? And she doesn't hide that. She is from Harvey, Illinois. And Harvey is destitute. What you see on the screen is Harvey, Illinois. It used to be a booming industrial area. Once they took the industrial stuff out, Harvey became pretty much a wasteland, and it's full of poverty and dilapidated housing. Harvey is a south suburb in the city of Chicago. I am from Chicago, so I know the flavor of a Chicago girl. And when you from a place like that, you can rise in Hollywood and be famous and people love you, but guess what? You cannot really truly embrace the Hollywood world. The Hollywood world is kind of fake to you. Yeah, you getting your bread, but at the end of the day, it's not something that, that really touches your heart. And after years of her being in the industry, she just like, no, these dudes in this industry is fugazi. They flawed, and she don't want them. The girl is searching for a real, genuine love in a fake world. I'm searching for a real love. And she admits this herself. Listen to this heated conversation she gets into with Steve Harvey.
Get you with no billionaire. He trying to get you with somebody that has a plan to have something. That's what I keep trying to get you to do. You can't quit bringing these.
Uncle Steve love billionaires. I'm just tell y'all, he do. Anytime I see Uncle Steve out, he's like, now I got this guy. He's got a net worth of 300 zillion. And y'all can really create generations and generations
you need
of
something
zillionaires.
With somebody with something. Quit trying to give a boy your lifestyle and he ain't earned it.
Oh my God, but you know what? Everybody don't start off as billionaires. I'm not a billionaire yet.
Everybody don't start off a billionaire, but you got to have a boy that's got a plan to at least be one. I'm not saying you got to be a billionaire, because hell, I ain't a billionaire.
And I've dated some real horrible billionaires, honey. They're not good all the time. Sometimes they're crazy, Steve. That's why I had to stop taking your advice.
You didn't pick the one I told you to.
Steve, the billionaires
because you don't listen to who I tell you.
The billionaires be having 4 and 5 and 6 other wives.
But you the one over there and got them. I ain't never bought you nobody like that. You gonna sit your crazy ass up here and say that?
See, he knows I'm right. He knows I'm right.
You just a lie. You not finna sit up here.
Them billionaires. Don't believe what you hear.
Palmer, you not finna sit up here and act like I done turned you on to some bad dude. You do not listen to me.
I do.
No, you
told
don't.
Me about these billionaires. I said,
no, I told you, but I didn't tell you to go get him. What the hell you go get him for?
He was a millionaire. He had a plan. He was just lying about it all.
But I didn't tell you to get him.
I'm telling you, liars are liars, rich or poor. Right, you just have to find who's for you. And that's just it, because I'm telling you, billionaires, they have just as much baggage as the rest of them.
How are you clapping for this ignorant mess right
here? Steve's a fool with it. But as you can see, Steve got a little agitated with her. And he was irritated by her mindset. And you could tell from what she was saying, one of the key highlight points is her saying, you got to get somebody for you. She also said that billionaires can be horrible. That's why she had to stop taking Steve's advice. I'm going to have to bring you back to that good old Reddit post where the lady asked the question. She's clearly frustrated. Why is it that black women tend to date and marry down? It doesn't make sense. They could have the looks, the career, the money, but they will literally pick a bum. Now, let's talk about how Darius Jackson enters the chat.
Breadwinner. It's like Darius you are as pitiful as it comes. The fact that you were even in a relationship with someone and tried to make it seem like, oh, I just don't want all that attention that comes with everything. You're dating Keke Palmer. You're dating a celebrity. It comes with the territory. Like, what is up with people that want to be a part of things and then they don't want what comes with it? This is the price you pay. That's the price you pay. When you sign up that's like me saying, I don't understand why sometimes people say mean things. It comes with the territory. I'm not saying that I'm happy about it. Obviously, like, nobody wants negativity, but I already knew what it was that I signed up. I know what it was when I signed up for this calling to have this type of job.
Oh yeah. What happened to your shaft? There is powerful niggardry at work here.
2016, Keke Palmer releases the video, I Don't Belong to You, which set the internet ablaze, seemingly confessing to her diversity in sexuality. And immediately after, Keke Palmer lets the world know that she is living her best life. And whatever you think and whatever you feel is your prerogative.
So I'm like, you motherfuckers still didn't get it. I'm just doing me.
2019, Keke goes on to the Steve Harvey show and reveals that Steve wants her with a wealthy man, while she only wants a decent man, a good man, a man that values her. Real love is what she desires. Now remember, Keke is from Harvey, Illinois. So the question then becomes, is her idea of love, struggle, and poverty? It sure seems that way. In a clip that I can't actually find, her mother and her father was on her podcast, and she discussed it as such, where she stated that women should attempt to settle and build with a man. In 2021, at the season finale of the popular HBO hit show Insecure, Keke Palmer met her now baby father, who is the baby brother to Sarunas Jackson. I think that's how you say his name, Sarunas, serotonin, something like that, whatever. Anyway, she meets him at the party, and she just like taken aback. He's just so fine. She can't get him out of her mind. She got to have him. But yes, he is the brother of the guy that played Young Dro on Insecure. Red flag number 1, she pursued him. The problem with that is that made him believe that he was the prize. And ladies, I know that it's 2024 and a lot of women are in their boss B era, and that's all fine, well and good, and we should be evolved, but we simply are not. So whenever you put a man in the position where you are pursuing him, you make him feel like he is the pretty princess, and then he becomes the entitled one. Sure, we should evolve, but it's just not what it is. So get over it and play by the rules.
Keke Palmer finds herself in a media storm as her ex-boyfriend Darius Jackson abruptly ends their relationship, and that man really didn't appreciate the situation as he kept commenting at his ex Keke Palmer, showing her ugly private pictures on his Twitter, talking all kinds of shade on her, as there was some news on their relationship going good, and all of a sudden he breaks up with her.
But now that you know I'm not totally tied down to you, now you want to play games with me?
Speculation about Jackson's motives smell bad, with reports suggesting his actions shows the real character he has been hiding. Reports and rumors circulating suggest that Jackson's decision to leave may have been influenced by a lack of mutual respect and understanding. Some say she wasn't giving him respect, and some reports even hint that this whole thing is about a house husband thing, as she makes more than him. But as obvious as it looks, she also did him dirty in her new song. The drama doesn't end.
Shaft. Oh yeah. What happened to your shaft? There is powerful niggardry at work here.
Keep fucking with me.
Okay.
You motherfuckers don't know who you dealing with.
Y'all have no idea who you stepped up and play with, but it's all good.
I tried to be nice to you.
Yeah.
I tried to be nice because I thought you had some mental problems.
Nope.
So I tried to be nice. But you gonna talk about my daughter? You gonna harass my daughter? You gonna talk about Usher? Usher is gay.
Keke Palmer mama throws Usher astray.
Usher is gay.
Armand
You
Williams.
your stupid ass family don't even understand the business. Usher is gay, guys.
I'm with
Told her
you.
to put some clothes on.
Gay.
Told her to put some clothes on.
You be into Usher.
Told her to put some clothes on.
You are stupid.
Told her to put some clothes on.
You are a stupid man.
She's a mom. She has to put some clothes on.
We all know about the infamous tweet from Darius Jackson. It's the outfit though, you're a mom. For which Keke promptly responded by posting more pictures of her outfit on Instagram, saying that she wished she would have took more, and it just went all downhill from there. Now, how did we get there? How did we get there from here? Well, if it's adding up properly for you, and if I've laid this out correctly, you would see that this is really the origin is not being able to get with her own Hollywood lifestyle, not being able to accept her own financial success, and looking for something genuine, believing that that can be found in someone who's not in the business, thinking that that would procure her a better chance of getting someone who would appreciate her for who she really is on the inside, which is that down-home Chicago girl.
Chicago on the news there. I have never seen you on the red carpet with someone. I've never seen you courtside holding hands. I've never seen it. And then all of a sudden I'm on the gram and I said, is this Keke Palmer with a man? Who is this man? Darius is your boyfriend.
Yes.
You wrote on the gram, you've been a blessing from above. What?
That's what he wrote, love. That's what he wrote.
Oh, he wrote that. He wrote that you've been a blessing from above. What is, I'm speechless.
Yeah,
what
I'm
was it about
speechless, too.
Darius that made you go public with him?
It's so crazy. I'm really, it's so true. I'm really one of those people that very much so keep it on the Beyonce tip of just like, keeping everything low key. I think the reality is just, it became more difficult to hide, that. We spend all this time together and he's really my closest friend. So it just becomes a thing where I'm not gonna hide, something that makes me happy. So it is what it is. It's not gonna be everything you see. My job is my job. But at the end of the day, hey, this is somebody that is important to me. So hey, why not?
I love it. So
sadly, this desire to feel seen by someone who's not in the industry, someone who is more real, would unfortunately lead to a very sorrowful fate.
So at this point, there is no denying it. I saw where Darius's brother, Serranos, immediately tried to come out doing damage control. He appeared to try to defend Darius, but soon after that is when the photos from the security footage were released. And before that, Keke's mother also came out confirming that Darius has been abusing Keke for over a year. So they both got exposed. And again, I am not surprised by any of this. I did a video about Keke and Darius a few months ago after Darius had a public meltdown when he saw Usher serenading Keke at his concert. And I told y'all in that video that men who act like Darius tend to be mentally or physically abusive. And it wasn't just me. So many other black women recognized that he was very insecure, jealous, controlling, and abusive. And black men in their PickMe said that he was just a traditional man who wanted a traditional woman to behave and dress like a traditional wife, even though he didn't marry Keke before getting her pregnant like an actual traditional man would. But y'all said that Keke and black women in general were for the streets because we didn't know how to be traditional wives and mothers. Y'all said that we are just like Keke and we run off all these perfect traditional men like Darius. Meanwhile, the whole time he's been putting hands on her in front.
Domestic violence affects women across all racial groups, but black women tend to face these significantly higher rates and unique challenges. Stats reveal that more than 40% of black women will experience domestic violence in their lifetime compared to 31.5% of all women. Additionally, 45.1% of black women report experiencing physical violence, sexual violence, or stalking from an intimate partner, while the rate for white women is substantially lower. Black women are also disproportionately affected by intimate partner homicides, comprising 22% of such victims despite making up only 8% of the U.S. population. Furthermore, they are 2.5 times more likely to be unalived by men compared to white women. And this is directly correlated to systematic racism, economic disparities, and inadequate healthcare access, according to sources. So sadly, around November 2023, Kiki had to make the decision to file for a restraining order against Jackson and request sole custody of their child, Leo. I definitely would not concur that this woman deserved this, because she did not. Just because she thought that she could get with someone and build with them, which is a common mistake that many women make. People want to feel seen. Kiki wanted to feel seen. She wanted to be in a relationship with someone who could see her. And she felt like the Hollywood scene was too fake, so she tried to go back to her roots. However, the red flags there was not realizing her own celebrity. The second thing that she needed to note, or the second red flag that I saw, and I could be grasping at straws, is a bit of colorism. There was a clip that she put out where she was talking about how she had the biggest crush on Michael Ealy and how fine she thought he was. Another clip where she talked about Corey Hardrick. To me, everyone has their preferences, but why is all her preferences light-skinned men? Just a thought. Another final analysis is how she got outside of doing what she normally does, which is keeping her private life private. She did not stick to her own principles, and I'm willing to bet that she did that as a sacrifice for her relationship. When she started to give up that power, she started to put herself in the position to make a very insecure, possibly jealous man, as he has admitted before that he had insecurity issues about the closeness of his own son and his son's mother. Weird. But he also showed some weird signs when she ended up first finding out she was pregnant. There was an article that read that she took the pregnancy test, she threw it in the trash, and she left home. She didn't even look at it. She thought it was negative. She didn't give it enough time. Now he texts her and sends her a picture of it and says, "When did you take this?" Now my thing is this, and many people may have skipped over this, but she threw it in the trash, which means I need to know the full story. Are you hustling through her trash? Super weird. Then, after a very public fallout and humiliation, people ask you about your relationship because you guys are seen at a Beyonce concert together, and you telling folk to mind their business.
It might have been on your 30th birthday. You and Darius out for drinks.
Oh, I was watching the Beyonce concert.
Yes, I was watching it live.
Oh my gosh, the Beyonce concert. First of all, that was my second time going. I went first with my homegirls, and then he was like, "I hear everybody going for her birthday." I said, "Does that mean we're going again?"
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, me and him, we were trying to do the duck walk.
Yeah.
When we started doing the Vogue, it's all about it. We're all about it.
Yeah. Well, are you all about him?
Good.
Yeah.
Not y'all trying to get into it. They tried it on today's show.
Hey, listen, you were a talk show host. You know. Yes, you know. And you kind of brought it up. We want to know if you're happy. Are you happy?
Yes, life is good. I have nothing but gratitude, honestly. Seriously.
For the relationship.
Are y'all not trying to be specific?
Well, are y'all together?
You know, I'm going to take a page out of my girl Beyonce's book, Mind Y'all's Business.
Oh!
Kiki is only in her 30s, but in my experience, when a woman feels the need to be doing all that, she's hiding something about her relationship, and she's holding on when she knows she should be letting go. Okay? And eventually, yeah, he acted so much of a fool, she ain't have no choice but to let go. But in conclusion, with all these elements and wanting so desperately to be seen and to be loved and to have something real in her probably what is obviously a shallow Hollywood life, she gravitated towards a true leech and a predator. And that's unfortunate for her. And I hope that, you know, it looks like she's doing great. She looks like she's doing better. She looks more beautiful than ever. She's into her music. She's getting into it. So I hope that she finds that love within herself, you know, because there is no need for women to be out here trying to get picked or die trying.
It's gonna hurt for me to say this, but it's coming from my heart. It's been a long time coming, and we done fell apart. I really wanna work this out, but I don't think it's gonna change. I do, but you don't. Think it's best we go our separate ways. And tell me why I should stay in this relationship when I'm hurting, baby. I ain't happy, baby.